Hello there, Steveos. Welcome along to vlog 213, Monday morning, just gone 7 AM. It's actually 7:15 at the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog. Not long woken up. Just a quick update, by the way. The movie Trap is now available to buy and rent on digital platforms. I did buy it, by the way, so it is available to buy for $19.99 on Amazon Prime Video and other digital platforms, and it is also available to rent for $15.99 as well. I have sent some Snapchats to 6 of my friends who I've got streaks with on Snapchat, which I think is the most amount of people that I've got streaks with on Snapchat ever since I started using the app Snapchat, all the way back in 2012, 2013. I've had that app for a really long time. But yeah, so I've got a Snapchat streak with my friend Charlie, Harry, Maxine, someone called Zoe, also as well someone called Charlotte, who randomly added me on Facebook a few weeks back, and I just said, do you have Snapchat? We can Snapchat. So, and yeah, we've been Snapchatting each other ever since. And also as well my friend Kyra as well. And speaking of Kyra, by the way, we have started speaking recently in the last couple of weeks. I haven't really mentioned about that, but we have also planned to meet up with one another later on this week. So later on in this week's episode of the weekly vlog, you guys will be seeing some footage of me meeting up with her for the first time in God knows how long. It's been a very long time since I last met up with her, but anyway, so yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, so I have been pretty busy since I woke up, just sending Snapchats to people asking how they're doing this morning. I've also posted my step count on Twitter and on Threads as well. So I've done that. So now I'm just about to head off into the bathroom and have a shower and get dressed on this Monday morning. Currently over on the BBC iPlayer app, and I'm just about to catch up on today's episode of EastEnders, and I'm also going to have a shave as well. Just about to head downstairs, take my morning medication with a glass of water, and that also does remind me, actually, I do need to order some more of my medication, so I'm going to order some of that as well so that I can pick it up from my local pharmacy in the next couple of days. Monty cat, hello Monty, hello, Monty, hello. There we are. Look at Monty, he's in the garden on the fence. Is he going to go for a little wander? Oh, I think he has. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone for a little wander, bless him. There we go. Anyway, I'm sure Monty will be back a little bit later on. But over to here though, and I have just put some washing out on the washing line, which I put in the wash last night in the washing machine. So because it's not a bad day out here, it's a bit blue sky, a little bit cloudy as well, I've decided to put some washing out on the washing line. Fingers crossed it will dry throughout this morning. Just made myself my first flask of tea of the day, and for breakfast today I've got Choco Hoops cereal. 9:20 on this Monday morning, and I've just made myself my second flask of tea of the day. It is Monday afternoon, and I've got 5 things here which need to be recycled, so I'm going to go and put them out in the front garden in the recycling bin on this Monday afternoon. Currently in the process of getting rid of some rubbish that's on my bed, as I'm going to strip my bed off and put my bedding in the wash, and then hopefully get it out to dry a little bit later on this afternoon. It is nearly 1:45 on this Monday afternoon, and I've got a bottle of Dr. Pepper which I'm going to be drinking right now, and also as well I've got a packet of movie mix sweets as well, which I'm going to eat while I continue to watch a movie that I'm currently watching on my TV in my bedroom right now. And by the way, any films that I do watch this week have been reviewed in this week's episode of the movie wrap up, which is available for you guys to watch right now on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So if you've not yet watched it, then feel free to give it a watch after this week's weekly vlog has finished. Monday afternoon, and I'm just feeling around on my clothes. They seem to pretty much all be dry here. Yeah, pretty much all dry. All dry. Oh, that one there, that t-shirt, that's a bit damp. That might be okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this now in my in this washing basket here and take it upstairs to put away in my wardrobe. And there we go, that's the rest of my washing out on the washing line. I even washed my high-vis jacket that I normally wear to work in the mornings when I'm walking to work, but look at this, it's still got those black stains on it. I was kind of hoping, really, I think I should have put some stain remover on it or something, because that's the issue I had with this coat. That's the reason why I washed this coat, is because of these black marks on it. I was hoping to kind of get it out in the wash, but clearly not as well as I thought. Anyway, maybe I might have to put it in the wash again at some point and maybe put some stain remover on that one. But I have put some more washing out on the washing line, and that stuff that's down there in the basket I'm going to go and take upstairs to my room and put it away in my wardrobe. Well, this sucks. I literally went onto my TV in my room to basically go and watch something on Netflix, because I was going to watch a film on Netflix, which was a very quick film as well. And my TV remote has decided to not work. Earlier on, I turned the volume up on my TV and it was fine, watched a film, and then after that the remote wasn't working. So obviously, like, my TV was on the verge of powering itself down. So I was like, okay, maybe the batteries in my TV remote have died, so it's probably worth me going downstairs and seeing if there's any AAA batteries for my remote. Went downstairs, went in the battery box to see if we've got any AAAs. We did. Put 2 AAAs in here. Ouch. Just literally banged the side of my head with this remote. My day really isn't getting great, is it? But yeah, put 2 AAA batteries in here. Went back up here. Tried to press the home button and the Netflix button on my remote control. That didn't work. My mum found like a new set of AAA batteries, like in is it polystyrene, or, you know, the polythene kind of wrapping that it's in. Not polystyrene, polythene. The polythene in the polythene wrapping thing. So I unwrapped them. I put them in there because they're fresh batteries, and came back up here and pressed the home button again, pressed the Netflix button again, really went up close to my TV to press it as well. I thought that there was a box that might have been in the way, that might have been interfering with the remote, and so I moved the box out of the way, and still nothing. Literally, my remote is proper dead. So I may have to either order a new one of these on Amazon, or I may have to go and get a universal remote from, like, maybe a shop or something. Actually, to be honest, I could get a universal remote, put some batteries in, and then go around and start switching on people's TVs, and then I'd just get freaked out. No, I'm joking. I'm not actually gonna do that. Don't worry. That'd just be a bit weird, wouldn't it? It really would be weird. I don't want to creep the neighbours out or anything like that. So yeah, so that's a bummer. I've got no TV in my bedroom for a little while, unless I get a new TV remote. Actually, I might be able to get one from work tomorrow, because I think we sell TV remotes. I might have to have a look in my work tomorrow when I finish and see if I can get a cheap TV remote and connect it up to this TV, and then hopefully be able to use it, fingers crossed. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. What a shame. Just gone on to Twitter, by the way. I follow this page called whentostream.com, and it usually gives streaming release dates, or like digital release dates for certain movies that have come out in cinemas in recent weeks. Usually this is going by the US digital stores, so like Amazon Prime Video in the US and iTunes in the US and stuff, but it seems as though Deadpool and Wolverine's streaming release date has been announced. I'm assuming this is going to be a worldwide digital release date, October 1st. So in a couple of weeks' time is when this is going to be released on digital platforms. I'm assuming it's not just going to be in the US. I think it's going to be worldwide, similar to like Inside Out 2 was a few weeks ago. It's official, folks. It's 100 days at the time of recording this weekly vlog. It's 100 days to go until Christmas. Not that anyone is counting. Who is counting anyway? It is Monday evening. I was going to take Simba for a walk up the footpath to my usual walking walking routes that I usually take him on, but then my mum said, don't worry, I'm taking him out to a big field with your sister and her dog. shortly, and then turns out my sister then cancels on my mum. Well, no, turns out my sister said, oh, I'm just going to have dinner first before I come and see you. And my mum decided to cancel because she needs to do me and her dinner as well. So I'm actually going to be doing some cooking tomorrow, and I've come up with an idea in terms of what I want to do in terms of cooking. And it's something that I've never actually done before. I don't think I've done it before anyway. I'll tell you more about it a little bit later on in this week's episode of the weekly vlog, and I'll show you guys what it is as well. So anyway, I am just about to currently... Oh, that's my medication going down nearby the bin. I'll better move out over there. There we are. So I am just currently trying to sort out my Station Head radio show, by the way. Because I am going live on, restore. I am going live on Station Head. So if you are not yet following me on Station Head, then feel free to. The username is Stevio Radio on Station Head, available for iOS and Android devices. And also as well, make sure that you are connected to, make sure your Spotify or Apple Music account is connected to your profile on Station Head, so that then that way you can be able to listen to my show. And also as well, by the way, if you do miss a show, then the recordings of each show does go up on my Stevio Radio profile as well. So if you miss a show, or if you want to go back and listen to one, then you're more than welcome to. The recordings are available to listen to as well through my on my profile. So there we go. So I'm just going to add some songs to the playlist and get that ready. By the way, today, first of all, iOS 18 is available now for iPhones, and I'm assuming the iPad OS 18 is available as well. So I might have to check to see if my iPad needs updating. Did they do an announcement? They haven't done an announcement actually on iPad OS 18 or Mac OS, or the new Mac OS update. They haven't exactly announced when those updates are coming. They announced when, and I've only just realised that now actually. So maybe iPad OS 18 isn't coming just yet. It might be a little bit later on this month, or maybe in October, along with the new Mac OS update. Because my MacBook will need updating, and so will my iPad at some point. Anyway, but iPhone users though, iOS 18 is available for you to install now on your iPhone devices, just in case you haven't updated your iPhones yet. Also as well, I found out earlier on Instagram that The Simpsons Hit and Run is 21 years old today. God, that makes me feel so old. I remember playing that game when I was a kid on PlayStation. I had it on PS2, I think I had it on PC as well at one point. And it was literally like the childhood version of Grand Theft Auto. I mean, I wasn't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto when I was a kid. So, although, funny thing is, when I used to own a PSP handheld console, you know, the PlayStation Portable handheld console, I did actually have Grand Theft Auto, I think it was Vice City Stories on that, and I wasn't even 18 at the time. I think I must have been like 14 or 15. I was playing an 18 rated game and I was enjoying it so much. But honestly though, like The Simpsons Hit and Run though, going back to that game, that was the game of my childhood. Like, I used to play that game religiously every single day, and I used to love it so much. Used to get home from school and play it on after school, and if they ever made a remake, if they ever remade or remastered The Simpsons Hit and Run, like on Xbox or Nintendo Switch or whatever, I'm there. I will actually buy it. And I think there are so many video game enthusiasts out there who could say exactly the same thing. They would actually buy a remake or a remaster of The Simpsons Hit and Run, because it's just such a great game. For dinner this evening, I've got 2 cheeseburgers with a bit of gherkin in it and some chips. It's Monday night. I'm playing some songs on my radio show at the moment on Stevio Radio, and of course I've just had my dinner, as you guys just saw, but I'm just about to go outside because it is dark out there, but my washing is still on the washing line in the back garden, which includes my bedding, which I'm then going to put back on my bed well, shortly, once I brought it in. So it is Monday night, just to let you know, and I am just about to head off to bed. I'm just downstairs in the kitchen at the moment, just grabbing a glass of water, because I do need to take my nighttime medication with that, so I'm just about to do that now. I have been live on YouTube, by the way, talking about Netflix Geek Week, but there wasn't really a lot announced today, so I was only on for around about 15-20 minutes, so I'm just going to take my meds. Okay, and I'll talk again. That's better. Probably rest down the sink. Yeah, so I went on live YouTube Live for about 15-20 minutes, but there wasn't really a lot announced during the Geek Week day 1 today, so hopefully there'll be more announced tomorrow from Netflix that I can talk about in my live stream tomorrow night when I go live again at 10 PM. And then as soon as I finished my live stream, I was just basically putting my bed in, back on my bed, and I'm just having a quick video chat with my friend Maxine as well, and it was funny. Honestly, I can't, you know what, I can't even tell you guys half the things that me and her talk about, okay? Because if I do, then I feel like this video is just gonna, I don't know, be sensitized somewhere. Anyway, I am heading off to bed. It is 20 to 12. I know, I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going to head off to bed. I'm not even tired, bizarrely, but anyway, good night from me. Excuse me, I just burped. And I will see you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be... Oh, excuse me, again, burped. Which will be... So it is nearly Tuesday afternoon. I would have vlogged a lot earlier than I am now because it's nearly 12 o'clock. I would have vlogged nearly half an hour ago, but I've literally just got home from work. I've just had a chat with my mum as well, just a bit of a catch up. She was just talking to me about her work, and I've just put some shopping away as well. I'm going to be doing some cooking a little bit later on. I'll show you guys what I'm cooking for me and my mum tonight a little bit later on in this week's episode of the weekly vlog, and it's something different as well, something that I've not actually done before as well, so it's going to be very interesting how it does turn out a little bit later on. But I have just got home from work. The bus was about 10 minutes late, so it must have got held up somewhere between Poole and near my workplace. So I am just about to get out my work uniform on this Tuesday morning / nearly afternoon. So it is Tuesday afternoon now. The sun is shining. Not many clouds in the sky. The sky is blue. Wearing my sunnies, and there's a very nice breeze as well this afternoon, which is good. I like it. I love this kind of weather. It's a shame that it's starting to warm up as we come towards the end of September, going into October, and we're nearly at winter or autumn. But I'm taking Simba here. Here he is. He's been a little bit of a nightmare today. He keeps on stopping and starting. Normally, we're just walking straight, like, all the time. You know, just keep walking the way I'm walking right now. But today, he's like, nah, I just want to stay here for a minute. Let me sniff. Let me sniff this bit of grass. Let me sniff this bit of grass. I'm like, oh, come on, Simba. You're not normally like this. But anyway, I'm taking Simba up to the footpath to the village, and I'm going to walk him back down again. I'm back out in this lovely sunshine on this Tuesday afternoon. Currently walking through Iford River at the moment, but I'm not actually walking along Iford River though. I'm just going past it pretty much because I'm heading off to Christchurch, because it's been a while since I last went to Christchurch on my own, and I just thought it would be somewhere nice for me to go. Which way? I think it was this way actually. That way takes me back towards Tesco at Castle Lane. So I'm currently walking through Iford River at the moment. I might stop off and get some lunch somewhere as well. I don't know yet. We'll see what the time is and stuff, especially as I'm going to be doing dinner a little bit early this evening, around about 5, half 5ish is when I'm doing dinner, just before I start doing my radio show on Station Head a little bit later on this evening. But I decided to go to Christchurch though, because I do know that they've got a Home Bargains nearby, and it's been a while since I last went to Home Bargains, so I'd love to go there. Well, actually, that's the point. Home Bargains in Tower Park do that cream soda, the bar cream soda. I'm wondering, I'm wondering if they do bar cream soda at the Home Bargains in Christchurch, which I should imagine they do, but I'll have a look. And also as well, I just thought I'd go for a nice long walk because it's lovely and sunny. Yes, I've achieved my step goal on my phone for today. That's okay. Yeah, so I've achieved my step goal on my phone today, which is over 20k steps, which is great. I always celebrate every day when I do 20k steps. You know how I celebrate? By doing more walking. By doing more walking is how I celebrate. But I am currently walking through Iford though to get to Christchurch, because it's just a lot more, it's just a lot better for me to walk this way than walk along the busy main roads and crossing roads and stuff like that. It's just way too busy, so it's more safer walking down this way. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I will show you guys a little bit of the retail park that I'm going to in Christchurch in a few moments when I get there. So at this retail park that I'm at, you've got a home-based bath store. You've also got Lidl's as well. Pets at Home is at the far corner there. I'll show you more on the other side. And on this side you've got Home Bargains. Behind that tree is Taffy Carpets. You've got Carpet right there, you've got Halfords there, DFS there as well. Then you've got like Subway and Costa over there. And you've got a Mackey's over there, which I'm going to have a Mackey's in a moment. So I thought I'd take you around Home Bargains a little bit and show you just some of the Halloween stuff, because we are fast approaching spooky season, and I just thought I'd show you around a little bit. Of course, they've got like different kind of things. So obviously they've seen that they've got like candy boxes and stuff, like candy jars and stuff. Obviously they've got pumpkin pick a mix buckets as well, and of course they've even got wreaths as well that you can get for Halloween as well. I absolutely love this wreath, by the way. It kind of reminds me of the wreath that I have on my bedroom wall at Christmas time. And this is my McDonald's that I had a McFlurry Twix with some fries and also a mayo chicken burger as well, and I also got myself a Coca-Cola as well. So that's my McDonald's lunch. Oh, and I am back home, everybody. Oh, what a day. I've done nearly 32,000 steps according to my phone today. Wow, an extra 12,000 steps than what my goal is. Woo! Steve loves walking. Anyway, I'm going to collapse on the floor for a minute, not literally, but I just wanted to say that I've had a lovely time out at Christchurch, going around that retail park. I think I've only been to that retail park once. Yeah, once I've been there. I went there once to Subway, I think I did. Yeah, I went to Subway there once, and I think that was it. Oh, and I did go to Home Bargains as well back then as well, but I think Home Bargains was a lot smaller, and ever since then they've actually had a refurb in that Home Bargains and made it a lot bigger as well, because there was an empty unit where a shop used to be, I believe, and they converted Home Bargains into basically two big spaces, if that makes sense. Anyway, so yeah, so I have got back. I did stop off at Tesco, by the way, firstly because I needed a drink, so I picked up this. This is apple, peach, mango and passion fruit juice, and can I just say, this is really, really nice. So, and it's very, very refreshing as well. Speaking of drinks, by the way, so you may remember a couple of weeks ago I got that mini fridge. Well, I've decided that I'm going to start packing it out with some cans. So I've got some Apple Tango sugar-free cans, which I did get in Home Bargains, by the way. So I'm going to start putting them in those in that fridge so that I can keep them nice and chilled. My sunglasses, for some weird reason, ended up in this bag. But also as well, on top of that, I did also pick up a few cans of Pepsi Max Cherry as well, which I'm going to stick in the fridge as well and keep them nice and chilled. Those, I got 3 of those. Originally I was going to get 4, but one of them, the can, the bit where you open the can, this bit here, it broke. So the woman said, do you want me to replace it? I was like, nah, it's alright, I'll just take the 3. So I got 3 Pepsi Max Cherries, which I'm going to stick in the fridge to stay nice and chilled. And because the winter nights are starting to draw in now, and well, colder nights are starting to come in now, I thought, you know what, maybe starting from the winter I might start having some hot chocolates. And actually I found this in the tea and coffee section in Home Bargains. So this is Celebration's hot chocolate selection. So you get Galaxy Caramel Milk Hot Galaxy Caramel Hot Chocolate, Milky Way Hot Chocolate, Twix Hot Chocolate, Mars Hot Chocolate, Bounty Hot Chocolate, Maltesers Hot Chocolate, Snickers Hot Chocolate, and Galaxy hot chocolate as well. So I got that one. I also found this as well, Nescafe. These are Quality Street's green triangle mochas, so I'm going to give those a go. So you get 7 sachets in there. You get 8 sachets in the Celebrations hot chocolate selection, and on top of that as well, there was another one that I wanted to show you in regards to the hot chocolate selection. I got these as well, and I think these are actually brand new. These are Maltesers and Galaxy white hot chocolates. So you get 4 sachets of the Maltesers white hot chocolates, and you get 4 sachets of the Galaxy white hot chocolates as well. So 8 sachets in total in that box as well. So yeah, so I picked them up. I also picked up as well some milk chocolate raisins as well, because it's been a while since I last had milk chocolate raisins. I also picked up some milk chocolate peanuts as well, because again it's been a while since I last had milk chocolate peanuts. And also as well, just to keep my breath nice and minty and fresh, I picked up some extra strong mints as well. There's 5 giant rolls in here apparently. It's been a while since I last actually had any extra strong mints, so it'd be nice to have those. And finally but not least as well, at Home Bargains, I picked up a lemon Madeira cake as well. So there we go. So that is what I picked up at Home Bargains today. Also as well, while I was in Tesco as well, when I got this drink here, I did pick up something for pudding, which I'll show you guys very shortly, and I am going to go downstairs shortly to start doing dinner, and I'll show you guys what we've got for dinner very shortly as well. But I also stopped off at Tesco to see if I could find a universal TV remote for my TV. As you may remember, earlier in the vlog I mentioned about my TV remote not working. I've tried putting new batteries in and it still won't work, so therefore I just think that my TV remote has packed up, which isn't surprising, to be honest. I mean, I've had my TV for a couple of years now, to be honest, so you know, these things, they do pack up every now and then. So I have been on the search for a universal TV remote and I've had no joy while I was out. So therefore I have just had a look on Amazon, and I've actually seen the same TV remote as I've got right now being sold on Amazon, and it's for around about $9.99, which is a lot cheaper than what like Currys were doing and stuff like that. So yeah, so I have had a look at TV remotes online, and that is literally the cheapest TV remote that I could find. So that I have ordered it, so it should be arriving and should be with me by tomorrow. So fingers crossed, tomorrow TV normal services will resume with you, okay? So there we go. Hope you're happy now, alright? I've just paid 10 quid for you. Anyway, anyway, so yeah, it is Tuesday afternoon, or well, nearly Tuesday evening now. It's just gone 4:30, and I'm just going to chill out, check social media for a little bit, because I've not really been active on social media this afternoon, given the fact that I've been out for most of the afternoon. And then after that, I'm going to go downstairs and start doing dinner. So I've just done dinner. I'm going to show you guys dinner in a second. I did put some honey on my chicken, because I've got some chicken drumsticks, and I've decided to do honey glazed chicken drumsticks, and I was kind of expecting it to turn out golden, like really nice and golden. But I think, to be honest, because the oven temperature was really high, the honey basically burnt because it's obviously sugar, and it's not golden, but it's not burnt neither. So I'll show you guys what I've got for dinner now. You know it's chicken drumsticks with honey glaze, but I don't know whether it's going to taste sweet or not, so we'll find out. I'll let you guys know in a few moments. So this is what I did for me and my mum for dinner tonight. Some mixed veg and also the honey glazed chicken drumsticks. I don't know how they look, to be honest. Do they look honey glazed? I'm not really too sure. They are golden, they're not burnt or anything like that, but they were on the highest temperature set on the oven, unfortunately, so a lot of the honey kind of went away. But this is also what I've got for dessert. I've got a cream cake donut, jam cream cake donut for my pudding. So I've just come back upstairs after eating my dinner, and it was very delicious, by the way. The chicken weren't too bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't really taste like the lemon, I couldn't really taste the honey, to be honest, because I feel as though the temperature, like I mentioned before, was really high on the oven. So I think the honey kind of seeped out of the tin foil that it was wrapped in, and it basically burnt on the tin, on the baking tray itself. So I've literally spent like the last 5 minutes downstairs. I've just washed up, dried up and put away, but I've just left the baking tray in the sink to soak, because basically it's really hard. Like, I've been there scrubbing it away, and most of like the burnt honey and stuff has come out, but there's still like the little bit that's like on the sides of the tray, and I just can't get it out at the moment. So I'm just going to leave it in the sink bowl for it to soak. Do you want to know something? I've had this Dr. Pepper on my side for like last couple of days, so tonight is the night that I'm going to finish drinking that. I started drinking that the other day and I've still got it on my side, so tonight is the night that I am going to drink that. Oh god, I keep burping now because I've just had that jam donut. Ooh, and it was a very nice jam donut, by the way. So yeah, so there we go. Anyway, I am just about to do my Tuesday night Station Head radio show on Station Head, available for iOS and Android devices. Quick reminder, if you do want to give it a listen at any point after this vlog has been released, then feel free to follow me on Station Head. It's Stevio Radio if you want to give it a listen. Make sure your profile is connected to your Spotify or Apple Music account so that you guys can hear the songs that I play on my show. And yeah, so I'm just about to go live on Station Head on this Tuesday night. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning, halfway through the week, halfway through this week's episode of the weekly vlog already. It's just gone 5:15, and as you can hear in the background, currently boiling the kettle at the moment as I'm just making myself my first flask of tea of the day, which I'm taking with me to work as I'm just about to head off and walk to work on this Wednesday morning. You know what's funny? My head really isn't screwed on this morning. So I went and unlocked the front door, and then I went to put my shoes on, and because it's bin day today, I put the normal waste out. But just before I opened the front door to go and put the normal bin out of the garden, ready for the bin men to collect shortly, I literally went to go and unlock the door again, even though the door was already unlocked, because I've unlocked it once. Duh. Anyway, so I have put the bin out as well, and I've also just sent a couple of my friends some messages on Snapchat just saying good morning and how are they doing this morning as well. Anyway, the kettle is now boiled, so I'm just about to make myself my flask of tea and then set off for work. I am walking to work and it's dark, it's absolutely dark. I mean, it's starting to get lighter, but I hate these dark mornings, I really do. But anyway, got my flask of tea right here in my hand as well, which is a bit funny actually, because I don't actually tend to drink my flasks of tea until literally before my shift starts. And I'll make myself another flask of tea for me to drink while I'm doing my shift at work, and then I don't drink it until later in the morning when I finish my break and I need to take my morning medication. It's a bit weird, isn't it, really? Is there any point me making a flask in the morning? I don't know. But anyway, I'm walking to work on this Wednesday morning. Just got into work, just about to start my shift, but before I do, I'm gonna have some breakfast, which this morning I've got some honey hoop cereal, and I've also got a banana as well, which I'm gonna have before I start my shift. And I'm gonna listen to some music through my Bluetooth headphones on my phone via Apple Music. It is Wednesday evening, by the way, excuse me, and I have finished work, obviously, and I've spent the majority of this afternoon out and about. I went to the Toby Carvery at Northbourne in Bournemouth, and I had a Toby Carvery lunch, which I'll show you a photo of my Toby Carvery lunch because I did take a photo of it, but I didn't vlog it, unfortunately. Silly me, I didn't vlog it, but this is my Toby Carvery lunch that I had. And I also met up with somebody who I've not met for the last couple of years, but we have been speaking recently online for the last couple of weeks now, actually. But I met up with somebody who I became friends with during the pandemic, during the COVID pandemic, and that was Kyra. If you may remember Kyra. Now she is also doing a weekly vlog this week as well. She's also doing a weekly vlog for her YouTube channel, and she didn't vlog me meeting up with her. I didn't vlog with me meeting up with her. So yeah, so we didn't vlog each other meeting up, unfortunately, but I can say though that we did have a lovely time. We did have a good catch up with one another as well, just catching up on life, basically everything that's happened over the last couple of years, and we are going to be seeing each other again in a couple of weeks time, so not next week but the week after is when we're going to be catching up with each other again, and we are going to be doing the same thing as we did today, which is just have a Toby Carvery lunch. We may stay out and hang out a little bit longer as well, which would be great. So yes, we'll do that as well. Looking forward to doing that. She did also get me a couple of bits and pieces, which I will show you guys when I get back home what she did get me. So it was only a few bits and pieces, but it was very appreciative of her to do that, and very kind of her to do that as well. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing her, but I just want to say a massive thank you to Kyra for today. Really did enjoy seeing you and meeting up with you as well. It's been a very long time, but I cannot wait to see you again in the next couple of weeks. I will also say is I had a good couple of hours out as well after work, because I met up with Kyra around about 11 AM or just gone 11 AM this morning, and then obviously went to the Toby Carvery, sat in the Toby Carvery, had a chat, and then obviously it was lunchtime, so we had some lunch at 12 o'clock, sat in the Toby Carvery for a couple of hours, so until around about 2:15, and then my bus was due at 2:30, so I got on the bus and came straight home and just chilled out for a couple of hours. So now here we are, and it's around about 5:30 or just coming up to 5:30 on this Wednesday evening, and I'm taking Simba here for his late afternoon walk or early evening walk up the footpath to the village on this excuse me, on this Wednesday evening. For dinner this evening I have got some naan bread, and I have also got a pasta bake with some mozzarella spreaded on top as well. Wednesday night, and as mentioned, Kyra did get me a couple of bits and pieces. So she did, she has known some bits and pieces, and she thought she'd get me a couple of bits. So she got me a lemon loaf cake. She got me some Lindt Lindor salted caramel as well. I do love my truffles. And she also got me, oh hello, she also got me 10 sachets of 3-in-1 salted caramel coffees as well by NY Coffee. So honestly, once again, I just want to say a massive thank you to Kyra for today and for giving me those couple of bits and pieces. Honestly, that really does mean a lot, honestly. And yeah, like I said, I really can't wait to vlog with her again at some point. in the next couple of weeks. So we will definitely vlog. I did take my vlogging camera with me, hence why I was vlogging on my way to work and stuff this morning. I did take my vlogging camera with me, but I think it was just because me and Kyra were literally just talking about all sorts of things, really. And I think, you know, like, obviously when you're having a good catch up with one another, the last thing that comes to my mind is do some content with Kyra. You know, so yeah, so now that we've kind of caught up with one another over what's been happening with each other since we last spoke and stuff, you know, I mean, obviously we will be able to vlog with each other when we next see each other, which I'm definitely looking forward to doing in a couple of weeks' time, and showing you guys what we get up to. I mean, honestly, if you go back and watch the vlogs that feature me and Kyra in it, you know for a fact that me and Kyra, we always love to have quite a lot of like fun and good times together as well. And honestly, I think now that we're back in contact again, I don't think that's going to change. Honestly, I don't think that's going to change. So we're definitely going to have a lot more fun and a lot more laughter and banter and all of that stuff when we start meeting up again and vlogging with each other as well. I have got a TV remote update to bring to you. So this remote right here that is in my hand right now, it's pretty much the same TV remote as I was holding earlier in the weekly vlog, but except it's not. This is the new TV remote that I have now got, which I ordered on Monday, I think it was, on Amazon. No, it was yesterday, sorry, it was yesterday. I ordered it on yesterday on Amazon. So yeah, this one feels a lot more, I don't know, it feels a lot more, like the material feels a bit more, I don't know, like the context, you know, like, I don't know, the feel of it, just, it feels slightly different than the other TV remote. Not that it really bothers me that much, but it does have a bit more of a grip to it as well, which is also great. But yeah, I have basically put the new set of batteries, which I put in my old TV remote the other day. I put them in here and I've switched my TV on and it works completely fine. I've used the volume control buttons to turn my volume up and down. That works fine, and as you can see on the remote itself as well, you've got like the buttons that say Netflix, Prime Video, and what's the other one? Rakuten TV. Well, I press the button for Netflix and Netflix shows up on my TV. So yeah, it wasn't my TV playing up or anything, it was the TV remote itself, you know, so I did have to get a new TV remote, but there we go, I have got a new one. And I'm going to be using this one going forward. So I just thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update, because I did say to you earlier about my TV remote not working. So I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a TV remote update in this week's episode of the weekly vlog, and let you guys know that yes, I have got a new TV remote, and yes, it does work on my TV in my bedroom. Just about to have a can of Pepsi Max Cherry, which is nice and chilled from my mini fridge. So it is Wednesday night, and I have just posted my step count over on Twitter, by the way. Don't know how well this is coming out on my camera, but this is how many steps I did yesterday. I did 32,465 steps. Honestly, I walked so far yesterday. So far, by the way, today I've done just over my 20,000 step goal on my phone pedometer, as I've done 20,952. I mean, I could be walking up and down the stairs a little bit more tonight. We'll wait and see what happens in the next couple of hours. So maybe that might change to maybe 21,000 by the time we get to this to the end of this evening. So I'm just in the process of getting my iPad keyboard, smart keyboard, magic keyboard out of my laptop bag, and I'm going to connect it to my iPad, as it's currently in its standing case at the moment, which I normally use for like when I'm like watching stuff on my tablet and stuff, but I'm going to take it out of that case and stick it in my magic keyboard case, just so that then that way I can do some tweets on Twitter as well. Don't know what that notification was. I actually read a news article via the Sun newspaper. So apparently this week the new OS updates have been released for Apple products. So I think macOS Sequoia, I think it's called, has been released on like MacBooks and iMacs and stuff like that, which I do need to update my iMac and I do need to update my MacBook as well, which I will do. I think it's MacBook Air, yeah, MacBook Air. And also as well, iOS 18 is available for iPhones. New watchOS update is available for Apple Watches, I believe. And supposedly iPad OS 18 is available for iPads. However, earlier this year I got an M4 iPad Pro, and some users, according to the Sun newspaper website, have reported that after doing the update, their M4 iPad Pros have no longer been working, as in they won't turn on, or they've been bricked basically. So yeah, so Apple have pulled the iPad OS 18 update away from, I believe it's just the M4 iPad Pros. I think iPad OS 18 is available for all the other iPads available out there, but for the M4 iPad Pros, the update's been pulled from devices so that the same thing doesn't happen to a number of other users, just while Apple behind the scenes fix the problem, and then they'll re-release it again for M4 iPad Pro users to download, install and start using. So I'm really glad that at the moment I've not actually updated my iMac, my MacBook Air or my iPad Pro at the moment. Well, especially my iPad Pro. You know, I think my MacBook Air, my iMac would be fine, but with the iPad Pro though, I mean, if loads of people are reporting that their iPads are getting bricked after updating, whew, I'm glad that I didn't update my iPad just yet. Anyway, so yeah, so obviously that should be available soon, fingers crossed, the new iPad update. And when it does come out, I will be updating my iPad, along with the rest of my Apple Eco systems that I have. So yeah, so I am going to use my Magic Keyboard, and I'm going to plug my iPad into the Magic Keyboard case, and I'm just going to post some tweets. I've got some trailers that Netflix and other movie studios have been releasing over the last couple of days, which I still need to watch, to be honest, and I do need to tweet about as well. So I'm going to do that now on this Wednesday evening. So I'm over on YouTube on my iPad now after doing loads and loads of tweets, and I'm going to watch Jeremy John's latest review over on his YouTube channel, as he's reviewing the new movie Transformers 1, which is coming soon to cinemas and theatres worldwide. I'm with YouTube on my iPad, and I'm now watching an episode of Daz Watches that he uploaded today via his YouTube channel Daz Games, and it's called Daz Watches When Humans Are Just Wrong. By the way, Wednesday evening, in here is Bramley apple pie with some custard, which I was going to have for my dessert earlier, but I went upstairs to my room. So I'm going to just stick it in the microwave for probably about a minute and a half, I'm going to say. So I'm going to stick that in there and put that in the microwave for a minute or a minute and a half. Say a minute and a half. And I'm going to have that for my pudding, even though it's like 11:15 in the evening, but still I'll have that for my pudding on this Wednesday evening. Just made myself my last flask of tea for this evening. Back on the YouTube train I go, and I'm now watching a video from my favourite content creator on YouTube, Gabby Thompson, and this is her vlog that she did from a few weeks ago, but she only uploaded it a few days ago though, but it's called Some of Our Little Holiday to Haven. So I'm going to watch that now for the next 20 minutes or so on YouTube. Heading over to the BBC iPlayer app now to watch Tuesday's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer, and I've also got Wednesday's episode of EastEnders to catch up on as well on BBC iPlayer on my iPad. Good morning everybody, it is Thursday morning. Oh, hello. hello. It is Thursday morning and I've not long woken up, by the way. It's funny because last night when I was watching EastEnders, I watched the first episode that I missed, which was on Tuesday, and then I watched the second episode, which was yesterday's episode. And when I was halfway through watching yesterday's episode, I ended up falling asleep in my chair. And then I all of a sudden woke up and it was like 4 AM in the morning. I was like, okay, well, I'm not in my pyjamas yet, so I'll get into my pyjamas, which I did. And then after that, I then went downstairs, took my nighttime medication as well, because I didn't take that yet. So I'd taken that. So I'm probably going to take my morning medication around about 12 o'clock, just so then it kind of gives my body kind of that 8-hour, 9-hour space in between taking both medications. And then obviously then after that I went off to sleep, and my alarm went off this morning at the usual time of 7 AM, because I set an alarm on my days off for 7 AM on my tablet. And then I ended up falling back to sleep, and then I woke up at around about 20 past, 8:30, and the time is just coming up to 9:30 now. I've spent the last hour just checking social media, just checking Twitter. I posted a few movie posters that have been released recently online over on my Geeky Stevie Instagram account as well. Yeah, so I've just been checking social media for the last hour, and now I thought, you know what, I'm going to get up, start my vlog off for the day, and just let my viewers know that it is Thursday morning, and I'm now just about to head off into the bathroom on this Thursday morning and have a shower. Oh, and also as well, I was going to go to the cinema today to do a back-to-back cinema, but I decided not to do that today because I do pretty much want to spend the day indoors. I will go out still, I think, so I might take Simba for a walk in a few moments, or shortly, so I'll vlog that. Also as well, I did get a text message yesterday to say that my prescription is in at the pharmacy, so I'm going to head off to the pharmacy and get my prescription as well today, so I do need to do that. But also as well, later on this evening I'll be going out anyway, because I'm seeing my support workers and a couple of clients as well, because they are going to be doing a meal, and we're also going to be playing a game or two of bowling as well. So I might vlog a little bit of that this evening as well, depending how well things go. But yeah, I just thought this morning, you know, after being out on Tuesday, after being out yesterday, and both after work as well, I just kind of want the day to kind of just relax a little bit, just chill a little bit, basically, which is what I'm going to do. So, and it's also a really nice, I know it's a really lovely day out there, don't get me wrong, it is lovely and sunny, but I mean, like I said, I will get out a little bit, but not as much, you know. So the cinema bookings that I had for today, and well, for today, I think I've rebooked it for this weekend, so I am going to still go to the cinema this week, but I'm going to go on Saturday and Sunday, and also as well, I am going to the cinema tomorrow as well to go and see my new highly anticipated, on the very top of the watch list, movie that is titled The Substance, which I really can't wait to watch. The trailer for it does look really, really good. I've heard really good reviews about that film as well. It's a new body horror film, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and I definitely can't wait to see it at the cinema tomorrow. Anyway, as mentioned, I'm now going to head off. I've spoken for a bit too long, I know, but I'm now going to head off into the bathroom and have a shower and get dressed on this Thursday morning. For breakfast this morning, I have got some Choco Hoops cereal, and I have also made myself my first flask of tea of the day. I do apologise, I haven't really vlogged anything today, but then again, in that last scene of the vlog, I did kind of, well, a couple of scenes back, I did kind of tell you what I was kind of getting up to today, but I just thought I'd jump on and say that it is Wednesday afternoon coming into Wednesday evening. I'm currently walking up the road to go and catch the M1 bus to Branksome, as I'm going to play some bowling at Hollywood Bowl in Branksome with my support workers and some of the clients. So I will show you in the next couple of scenes of the vlog what I got up to at bowling. Fingers crossed. And I didn't vlog anything from yesterday at bowling, or even my dinner last night either, by the way. I didn't vlog anything like that. It is Friday morning, by the way. Good morning, everybody. Friday morning. I have woke up. I've recorded my podcast for the last hour, and then straight after that, as soon as my podcast uploaded to the podcast streaming platforms, I called up my dentist and rebooked my appointment, because my appointment for October 4th was cancelled because my dentist is on annual leave that week. So I booked an appointment in, and it's for the beginning of November, so that's all sorted. And then straight after that, had a shower, got changed, and I've also just updated my playlist on Apple Music as well, and downloaded some songs to listen to offline rather than using my mobile data, because I am going to be heading off shortly to the cinema to go and see a new highly anticipated movie. It's my highly anticipated movie now, called The Substance. Yeah, can't wait to watch it. Cannot wait to watch it. So yeah, so I did so I am going to be heading off and seeing that shortly. But before I do that, though, I will show you guys what I'm up to before I do head off to the cinema. And also as well, let me just very quickly talk to you about last night. Last night I did go to see my support workers and some of the clients at Hollywood Bowl at Branksome. And it weren't too bad, actually. It was quite a fun game, to be honest. Played 2 games. I did very well in the very first game. Got a couple of strikes in. Get in. And the second game, I kind of was getting, I think by the second game, I think I was just a bit out, really. I was kind of like, you know, I think I was just getting a bit tired. I did do quite a bit of walking yesterday, though, to be fair, so there is that. But we did head off to this this place in Bournemouth called Helch Market with my support workers, and a couple of clients as well went there. Helch Market, how can I describe it? It's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's like street food per se, but you've got like these different little stalls inside this building. You've got like 4 or 5 stalls, and they do various different things. So for me, for example, I went to this little place called What the Cluck, it's called. Now, I do know that in my workplace, we do sell What the Cluck products, so I am aware that I think it's actually vegan chicken that I had yesterday. But it weren't, I'm not gonna lie, it weren't too bad, actually. I really couldn't taste the difference, to be honest, if I'm being honest with you. Could not taste the difference between vegan chicken to your average normal chicken. I will say, though, however, that it was very spicy what I had yesterday, and I wasn't expecting it to be spicy. So I had what they call the extra big cluck. Now, what that is like, it's basically like a couple of like chicken tenders, I guess you could say, inside a brioche bun, and you also had like cheese, and you had onion rings, and you had hash browns in it as well. I could have sworn I ordered fries to go with it as well, but I never did get my fries. Weird. But anyway, I did have that yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, actually, to be fair, if I had the fries to go with it, I feel like I would have just bursted, because the burger itself, or the chicken itself, was just very, very filling. So yeah, so honestly, I'm kind of glad, really, that I didn't have fries in the end, because yeah, I just felt like I wouldn't have been able to have ate them, to be honest. So I had that with a Coca-Cola, can of Coca-Cola. But yeah, I mean, like, they had like a noodle bar in there. They had like a burrito place in there as well. They had like 4 or 5 different markets in there. It was pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. It was quite a nice vibe as well. They have got like a bar downstairs as well, where you can get like alcoholic drinks and stuff, so there is that in there as well. I didn't go downstairs though. I mean, one of my support workers wanted to check out downstairs, so he did. But he said it does seem quite nice down there, not gonna lie. But I didn't go down and check it out for myself though, unfortunately. Is it a place that I would go to again? Maybe. I think, you know, it's somewhere different, it's somewhere new. The atmosphere was pretty good, not gonna lie. It was quite a nice vibe in there. It was quite, I'm gonna say it's quite very narrow, like, you know, you had people constantly walking past you, like, quite a lot, because it's very, very confined, I guess you could say. It's very confined in there, so yeah. But anyway, so I still enjoyed it though. It was quite a good night, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know that it was a very decent night. I do apologise that I didn't vlog anything from it yesterday though. But I think it was just more the case of I was just having a good time, and I just completely forgot to vlog my food as well, so there we go. But back to today though, it is Friday morning. I've recorded the podcast as mentioned, had a shower, got dressed, and now I'm just about to go downstairs. So this is what I've got for my breakfast this morning: Choco Hoops, cereal, and I've also made myself my first flask of tea of the day. Where is Simba? Oh, he's I don't know if you can see him. Here he is. He's trying to look. I think he's camera shy, genuinely. I believe he's camera shy. But I'm currently taking Simba up the footpath on this Friday morning. I haven't vlogged anything really, but I'm at the cinema right now, just about to watch The Substance. I'm looking forward to watching it, honestly. I might show you my reaction, maybe when I get home, as to what I thought of the movie. But I will do a full review though, on my movie wrap-up video, which is available to watch now on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So if you want to check it out, feel free to check it out then. Anyway, I'm going to put my camera away in my bag, because I shouldn't really have it out in the cinemas. I'm going to put my camera away in my bag and watch the film. I'm sorry, I'm back home. I don't know what I watched at the cinema. I really don't know. I mean, I described it on social media as the most, and I'm sorry to say this, you know, expletive language coming, folks, but I described it as the most batshit fucking insanely crazy horror movie that I have ever watched in my entire life. And I'm not joking, I genuinely do believe that it actually was the most batshit fucking insanely crazy horror movie that I've watched. And that's not a bad thing, by the way. I mean, I'm going to delve more into the review when I talk about it during this week's episode of the movie wrap-up, which is out now on my YouTube channel, so feel free to check it out. But I mean, I just don't know what I watched. Like, literally, I loved it. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved that film so much, and I do definitely want to rewatch it again. Some people out there have actually said that it's a new comfort horror movie for them to watch, which kind of makes me question what kind of horror films they do tend to watch, especially when this one is a body horror film as well. But I mean, the performances in it were great and all of that stuff. But I mean, yeah, all I can say, guys, I mean, I'm not going to review it here because obviously I reviewed it in another video, but all I can say is if you're watching this right now, do check The Substance out in cinemas, because especially if you are a horror fan, because I feel as though you're gonna love it. Some people might not like it, it might not be their cup of tea, but for me, I really enjoyed it so much. I think it was more the body horror than anything else that I actually enjoyed in that film. And just the last 40 minutes of that film, I mean, I think that was the most, oh no, I just can't say anything. I can't, because otherwise I'm just going to spoil it. But anyway, do check that film out. It's out in cinemas and in US theatres right now. For dinner this evening, I've got some smoked haddock with some cheese in the middle with some chips and mixed veg. So it is Friday night. It's just coming up to 11:30. I should really be in bed asleep by now, so that is exactly what I'm about to do. I've just spent the majority of this evening having a phone call with my friend Maxine. So she's been telling me about her day. And also as well, I've been catching up on tweets, on Twitter as well. So I've just been on my laptop just putting out some tweets in regards to like some TV and movie news and stuff. And I've also seen some early reviews for Terrifier 3, which now that I've seen The Substance, I think Terrifier 3 is safe to say going to be my next anticipated movie to watch in the cinema. And that's only a couple of weeks away, by the way, so I'm looking forward to watching that. But so far though, I've heard some really positive stuff about Terrifier 3. None of them have been negative yet, so that's good news. So yeah, so anyway, I am going to head off to bed now. I am obviously in my pyjamas, and I've also taken my nighttime medication with a flask of tea as well. So from me, it's good night, and I'll speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Saturday afternoon, and it is just coming up to 2:40, 20 to 3, and I have been very busy. I've been doing my movie wrap-up video, which is being released tomorrow on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, at 4 PM. So it is out now by the time this week's weekly vlog is available for you guys to watch. And I've also been editing this week's episode of the vlog as well, which I've just found out is over an hour long. I do apologise, guys, but I'm sure the vlog will be ending soon. And thank you, by the way, if you have stuck around up until this bit. I really do appreciate it. And I really do appreciate your support as well, as always. But it's just been, there's been so much that's happened this week, hasn't there, really? And I've just wanted to vlog it, document it, and tell you guys what I've been up to, really. So, yeah, that's why. Anyway, so that's what I've been up to so far this afternoon since I've got back from home, since I got back home from work on this Saturday afternoon. Just thought I would show you very quickly what is on my Amazon Prime Video watch list. A couple of them are available to watch now on Amazon Prime Video here in the UK. My Spy the Eternal City, Arthur the King, One Fast Move, Jackpot, and a couple of these are for pre-orders actually, which I've added to the watch list, so I am going to buy them and keep them when they become available. So Harold and the Purple Crayon is the first one. It Ends with Us as well. I'm going to get the original Halloween movie from 1978, the first movie. I'm going to get that one, and Trick or Treat as well from 2009, well 2007, I don't know why it says 2009 on there, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting that one. I'm probably going to get them two, Halloween and Trick or Treat, around Halloween, to be honest, because I do enjoy those movies. The other films I'm also going to get is Speak No Evil when that becomes available on digital platforms, and Beetlejuice as well as another movie that I'm going to get on digital platforms soon, and a few of these movies are coming soon to Amazon Prime Video here in the UK and around the world. House of Spoils is coming next month. Brothers is coming next month as well. Killer Heat is also going to be coming at the end of next week, I believe. I think it's around about the 26th, 27th of September is when that movie is going to be available on Amazon Prime Video. And finally, I've also discovered today that The Substance, the movie that I watched yesterday, is also available for pre-order as well on digital platforms right now. So I should imagine that that movie will be coming out, I should imagine around about October time, maybe late October, I should imagine. But I'm definitely gearing that one up to add to my watch list so that I can buy and keep it when it does become available on digital platforms. Just about to have a cold can of Tango Apple Sugar Free, which I got from out of my mini fridge. Just about to have a shave on this Saturday afternoon. Have some Mr. Kipling Angel Slices on this Saturday afternoon. And I'm also going to watch a few episodes of The Simpsons on Disney Plus on my iPad. So this is what I've got for my dinner tonight. I've got a Chinese takeaway, so I've got some duck chow mein in this Tupperware in here, and I've also got some sweet and sour sauce in this little pot here,
and I've also got some chicken balls as well, and which I'm going to have in my sweet and sour sauce, and I've also got 3 spring rolls as well to eat. So that's my Chinese takeaway dinner for this Saturday evening. Sunday afternoon, and I've not long got home from work. It's just gone 2 PM actually. I've got home from work, got out my work uniform, and I've just been chilling out. Spent a little bit of time with Simba downstairs, and also just been checking social media as well. But I've just turned the Wi-Fi and mobile data off on my phone for the time being, because I just kind of want to just have an afternoon off away from social media and stuff. I am gonna catch up on some movies actually a little bit later on, but first though I'm gonna go downstairs and have some lunch, because I do have some leftover Chinese takeaway which I had yesterday. So I will show you guys what I've got for my leftover Chinese takeaway for lunch in the next scene of the weekly vlog. I did the most epic fail thing, by the way, guys. I stuck my lunch in this bowl, right, and it was literally overfilling this bowl. So basically everything that was in this Tupperware here, I stuck it in this bowl, and it literally went everywhere, all over the sides. But this is what I've got for my lunch. Can you see now why it was going everywhere? I needed a bigger bowl. I needed a pasta bowl to stick it in, because after all, that is what this is used for. But anyway, so this is my leftover Chinese takeaway that I had for my dinner last night. I didn't actually eat my duck chow mein, so that is exactly what I'm going to have for my lunch this afternoon on this Sunday afternoon. As my mum has headed out to run a few errands and stuff, I'm home alone at the moment, but I am going to do the washing up, drying up and putting away. So all this washing up here on the draining board, well actually on the side, sorry. Apart from that, I don't need to wash that up because, well, it's got stuff in it. I might just move that just there, leave it there. Anyway, that's my mum's leftovers from her Chinese takeaway that she had last night, which I believe she's going to have a little bit later on this afternoon when she gets back home. But the rest of this stuff here though needs to be washed up, dried up and put away, which I'm going to do right now. The bowl is currently filling up with some warm soapy water for me to wash all these dishes and stuff up with. Oh, it is Sunday afternoon, and actually, you know what, I fancy just popping my hand in here. It's very chilled in there. Let me just make sure that's closed properly. There we go, all closed. I'm just about to have a Tango apple sugar-free drink. I've got a few cans, actually, a few empty cans on my unit, so I should really get rid of those. So I will do, I think, later on. But I'm about to drink one of those, and I'm also going to have a shave as well on this Sunday afternoon. Right, anyway, it is Sunday evening, and I've watched a couple of movies, reviewed them over on Letterboxd as well. I will speak about them in my next episode of Steve's Movie Wrap-Up, which is coming out on Sunday this weekend, which is what, Sunday the 29th of September 2024 at 4 PM UK time is when you can expect that on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. By the way, I have spoken to my granddad as well. I've spoken to him. He's doing really well. He really enjoyed his time away. He went away to Cornwall for a week, so he said it was a very nice breakaway. He said not once did it rain until he came home, and then it absolutely chucked it down. He said he had a few Cornish pasties here and there as well, which of course Cornwall are very well known for their Cornish pasties. I do love a good Cornish pasty myself. And yeah, and also as well, I have spoken to him. I was thinking of going to stay with him between the 2nd to the 4th of October, but he's busy, unfortunately, on those days. But I said the week after, the 9th to the 11th of October, he should be free. I'm free as far as I'm aware, so I am planning to go and see my granddad and spend a couple of days with him on the 9th to the 11th of October 2024, and of course I will vlog it for you guys to see for the following Monday's episode of the weekly vlog. So yeah, so there we go. Anyway, apart from that though, I'm not video calling Kieran tonight because he is very tired. I'm assuming he's got a bit of jet lag because he's been away this week. He went to Berlin, so he's going to hopefully have a video call with me on Skype tomorrow night. Depending what kind of state I'm in. I'm going to tell you more about that in a minute. But he said he's got a lot of things to tell me about his time in Berlin, which I'm looking forward to hearing some of his stories. He might want to share, the next time I do vlog with him, he might want to share a couple of those stories with my viewers as well, and tell you guys a little bit about his trip to Berlin. You know, we'll see what happens with that. I should be meeting up with him again soon. It feels like it's been ages since I last met up with Kieran, I'm not gonna lie. So honestly, I really am looking forward to meeting up with Kieran again soon and having a good catch up with him. That is it for this week's episode of the weekly vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and as always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Stevo. Now obviously I've spoken about the movie wrap-up video that's coming out on the 29th of September at 4 PM UK time. Your next weekly vlog, however, is coming up on the 30th of September, next Monday, at the usual time of 4 PM UK time. Coming up, by the way, in next week's episode of the weekly vlog, by the time this vlog goes out at 4 PM on the 23rd of September 2024, I should either A, still be with I should still be with Maxine, or B, me and Maxine will just be leaving each other and I'll be heading back home. But I have actually sent Maxine a message, and me and her are going to be having a video call very shortly, because she is going to be coming down here for the day to Bournemouth to come and see me. We're going to have a couple of games of bowling, I believe, and we may even go and have a couple of drinks together as well. So, and she's more than happy for me to film it as well, vlog it. So there'll be some footage of me and Maxine meeting up next week. So she's coming all the way from Crawley all the way down to Bournemouth. But I'm honestly really looking forward to meeting up and spending time with my friend Maxine. I'm really looking forward to that. And also as well, next week I should also be meeting up with my friend Kim as well. So it was her birthday at the beginning of this month, so we're gonna go out, we're gonna have some belated birthday drinks and celebrate Kim's birthday belatedly. And I'm looking forward to meeting up with Kim as well. It's been a while since I last met up with her, and it would just be really good to have a good catch up with her, give her presents, and also as well just spend some quality time with Kim as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, so in all honesty folks, there's going to be a lot of alcohol, so right now I just want to say to my my liver, I'm so sorry for what you're about to go through over the next week. And also, just a little apology now, I'm so sorry viewers for what you're about to witness in the next episode of the weekly vlog, because there might be a couple of moments where I might be a bit tipsy. Anyway, anyway guys, honestly I can't wait to film next week's episode of the vlog already. Honestly, I really can't wait. But guys, listen, thank you for watching. From me, it's goodbye, and I will see you guys again in my next YouTube video.